What's up, everybody? I'm Gina Cook, hostess of the Midday Show, and of course with the People Station 107 JAMZ. Right here, most of you guys probably already recognize him, but this is Mr. Matt Golden. He is a Lake Charles resident, and he's also a good friend of mine and Neighborhood Watch starter, founder, co-founder of Oak Park. And basically, that's what this is all about. A lot of crime in the area, so Matt got together with Miss Barbara Farsight and Lieutenant James Stewart and also Tony Guillory with the police jury, and they got together and spearheaded the Oak Park division of Neighborhood Watch. And coming up is a Neighborhood Watch meeting, and kind of got to talking and decided that, you know, there's a lot of people that still don't know about it, so we want to spread the word and invite you to come out to the meeting, and also, you know what, encourage other communities to start their Neighborhood Watch, you know.
Exactly. And September the 9th, we will have another meeting. Actually, we give our meeting the second Tuesday of each month at Hillcrest Community Center or Bellard Recreation Center. And the meeting starts at 5:30 p.m. And we would like for everybody in the Oak Park area and surrounding communities, y'all can come and listen and get informed on how we run ours, and we can help you start a neighborhood program watch in your subdivision. Right. So this September the 9th, 5:30 p.m., if you're off, if you would like to attend, you can come on by and we can explain what we do, how we do it, and we also have a crime report that is given every month.
Which is so helpful. It's very helpful.
Exactly, and therefore it helps out a lot. It teaches you who to call, when to call, and what to say when you call the sheriff department or the police department or 911. We'll explain all of that to you, and therefore encourage other people, neighbors, to help out, look out for one another, and therefore we can help.
Yeah.
I mean, police cannot do everything, right. So we have to give them the eyes and the information, right. And they will respond to our call.
Right. If we're vigilant neighbors and keep an eye on things, and that's true too, you know, just to know your neighbors and stuff. You know, crime has been on the rise, you know, everybody knows that, and just trying to curb it in our neighborhoods and stop it completely if at all possible. But the only way to do that is what he said, you know, we have to be vigilant and we have to know our neighbors and maybe say, hey, I'm fixing to go out of town, could you keep an eye on the house? Or, hey, I seen somebody, you know, in your yard, you know, is this person, you know, supposed to be here? Or, you know, if you see something, hear something funny, strange, or whatever, you know, this is what the Neighborhood Watch is all about, to be informed and give you numbers to call that will you know, help keep the neighborhood safe. And that's what it's all about, keeping the neighborhood safe and your property safe. And also getting rules and regulations and finding out the various laws that you know, you're allowed to do this, but you're not allowed to do that. We've had everybody from the mayor to the DA to, you know, several, you know, judges and stuff like that coming by to speak with us at the Neighborhood Watch.
And also, when you make that first phone call, once you give your information, you can remain anonymous. You don't have to give your name, and the dispatcher from the sheriff department or the police, Lake City Police, whichever one you choose. Mm-hmm. But we represent the sheriff department. That's what we run our program through, right. The sheriff's department under Lieutenant James Stewart.
Right.
But we don't discriminate. You can call 911, hey, Lake City Police, or the sheriff's department. Right. It doesn't matter. Right. But once you give your description of the person, and you don't have to give your name, and therefore, and they'll send out a unit, and they'll come and investigate, and they'll get back with you and tell you exactly what they found out, and it's pretty easy if everybody participate. And I know the key to this is neighbors looking out for each other's, and you have to report. Mm-hmm. If you see something suspicious, don't delay. Just make a phone call. It don't hurt if it's a false alarm or anything, but that's the key. If you know your neighbors and you pretty much know who visiting, who's not, well, you won't have a tendency to make a mistake and make a bad phone call.
Right.
So
well, there's no
therefore-
such thing as a bad phone call because,
Right.
like Lieutenant James Stewart said, you know, if they're supposed to be there, they'll find that out. But if they're not supposed to be there, they'll find that out too.
Exactly.
And a lot of times, you know, that was a good call to make. But don't try and do the policing yourself. That's the main thing. If you see something strange or whatever, there is a dispatch number that they give out at the Neighborhood Watch meeting. And again, if nothing else, it's to get informed. And knowledge is power, as they always say, right?
That's
so
right.
again, the next Neighborhood Watch meeting is going to take place on September 9th, which is a Tuesday, 5:30 at the Hillcrest Community Center. And actually, they're going to be doing a barbecue and a neighborhood meet and greet. So even if you're not from the Oak Park area and you're from another neighborhood within the city and whatnot, and just curious about how to get yours started, you're more than welcome to come. But more importantly, if you are from the Hillcrest or Oak Park area, you know, we've even developed, we're getting so big, we're developing street captains. So if you're interested in doing that, you know, you're more than welcome. But definitely come by and be informed. And we're going to have a lot of speakers on Tuesday, September 9th as well. Anything you want to add to that?
And the last thing I'd like to point out is now is a good time for the neighborhood communities to get to know the law enforcement, get to know the city police, get to know the marshal, get to know the sheriff department, because there's a lot of things going on, and it's good to have a good relationship with the law enforcement.
Right.
Because we know what's going on all across this country, but now's a good time. But we specializing in theft, burglaries, and all that. But it's still a good idea to get to know your police department and try to establish a relationship with them. And therefore, you know, they become just like a friend, you know. But you have to reach out. But in closing, I would like to say, you know, if you got time, come on out. Tuesday, September the 9th, 5:30 at Hillcrest Recreation Center, and we will conduct a meeting. Also, we planning a little barbecue as well, and
it's free.
It's free.
So
just come on out, and
yeah.
you know, and we can discuss everything because it's so important now, due to the fact that they projecting the bill up within the next 5 years. There's going to be a lot of people coming into the lake area, southwest Louisiana, and we don't know what to expect. So we're going to try to inform Oak Park and anyone else what to do, because sometimes we don't know if crime going to follow, but if it does, we're going to be prepared for it.
That's right, and that's what it's all about. So we invite all of you to come out to the Oak Park Neighborhood Watch meeting taking place, again, September 9th, falls on a Tuesday, Hillcrest Community Center. Do you know what street it's on? I was trying to think while you was talking.
I sure don't.
Right off of Highway 14. I'm sure you could Google it. I guess we should have had that information for you, right? But the Hillcrest Community Center, Google it and get the address and come if you're unfamiliar with the area. But you're definitely welcome to stop by. 5:30 is when it's all going to begin. And if you know somebody in the area, maybe an elder person that isn't, you know, too internet savvy, maybe give them a call or let them know about it, and maybe bring them if you can, because it is important to make sure that everybody's on the same page, especially within the neighborhood. So we invite you to come. Matt Golden, thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
I'm Gina Cook, and we're the People Station 107 JAMZ.